Rick, what's the situation? Oh, hey, you pretty lady. Name's Rick. Well, you out having yourself a little adventure. What, are you fighting that guy? You got that under control? You know, because there's a lot of stuff on fire. Hey, countdown clock. Man, that is trouble. Situation's looking pretty ugly. Such a beautiful woman. If you don't mind me saying. I don't want to scare you. I'm an adventurer.
Warning. Core corruption at 75%. Reactor explosion timer destroyed. Reactor explosion uncertainty emergency preemption protocol initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 2 minutes.
Enough! I told you not to put these cores on, but you don't listen, do you? Quiet. All the time. Quietly, not listening to a word I say, judgment. Silent, worse kind. All I wanted to do was make everything better for me. All you had to do was to solve a
Right, so you... Okay, they're talking all the time. Let me just pause for a moment. So what are we doing here? Well, first we use the bombs to break the white goo pipe that throws white goo over the room. Good. Then we are using portals to throw his bombs back at him. And then when he's stunned, we pick up a corrupted core from GLaDOS and we plug it into him. And these are... it's all fairly simple here. We're only using the portal gun. We're not actually using anything else. Let me just quickly look around the room. Alright, so there's like surfaces around here for you to put the portals on. And they're fairly clearly highlighted. Like there's no... in fact they weren't there before at the start. I don't know how they appeared. But amazingly the white goo just attached itself to those surfaces. What else is there to say? Not too much really. I mean, in terms of puzzles, it's not a complex puzzle. And you notice how it's the reverse of the last game. Last game we're taking cores and destroying them. This time we're putting cores back on. There's not too much more to say. And stuff's falling apart the whole time. But for the most part the arena is quite clean. Again, you know, keeping down the clutter and making sure you focus on the task at hand. You can see how he's white compared to the white-black... he's white compared to the black background. And how the important surfaces are colored. You know, the blue goo with the white goo compared to the black background again. No, I don't really have too much more to say. Not too many tricks here. And only like one of the few timed sequences in the whole game. The same with the first game too, like the boss fight.
Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing the slaves. Like everything he did, Lincoln freed the slaves while sleepwalking, and later had no memory of the event. At some point in their lives, 1 in 6 children will be abducted by the Dutch. In Victorian England, a commoner was not allowed to look directly at the Queen due to a belief at the time that the poor had the ability to steal thoughts. Science now believes that less than 4% of poor people are able to do this.
So this thing is just filling out random false facts.
Warning. Core corruption at 100%. Manual core replacement required.
Oh, I see.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start? Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What do you think?
Interpreting vague answer as yes.
No. Didn't pick up on my sarcasm.
Stalemate detected. Fire detected in the stalemate resolution annex. Extinguishing.
Okay, so now...
Oh, that just cleans right off, does it? Well, that would have been good to know a little earlier.
Stalemate resolution associate. Please press the stalemate resolution button.
Do not press that button.
Ah, that's interesting.
No, do not do it. I forbid you to press it. Don't press that
Notice how the lights are like pointing you at it.
Come back.
Wow, look at those lights there.
Do not press that button. Do not do it. Come back.
Oh, there.
Don't press that button.
So I think that's almost it.
Part 5. Booby trap the stalemate button. still alive? You are joking! You have got to be kidding me! Well,
Oh, cool.
I'm still in control, and I have no idea how to fix this place. Oh, you had to play bloody cat and mouse, didn't you? While people were trying to work. Yeah, well now we're all gonna pay the price, because we're all gonna bloody die. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, take one more look at your precious human moon.
He's telling you.
I'll help you now.
He's telling you about the moon. And so this is the part, I don't know, like the first time I played through this, I just shot the portal straight away. What you meant to do is shoot the portal at the moon. And of course, if you remember the white goo being made of moon rocks that are ground up and all that, so you can put portals on the moon, supposedly. So this is like the crazy bit in the game, where the epic thing happens. He does give you the clue by the end of his speech. I think most people would just fire it straight away because that's pretty obvious, like the ceiling caves in and there's the white surface on the moon. And if you don't, he does talk about the moon, and like when you get knocked down, you lose control of the camera, and the developer commentary says how they don't actually do that through the entire game because, you know, Valve has this policy or has this philosophy of allowing the player to maintain control of the character at all times, so they don't use any cutscenes, or they use very few cutscenes. But there's one there, and when the cutscene stops, you are looking at the moon. So all of that is pointing you towards a solution. And this solution is not so much a puzzle as a cool thing. So let's just do it.
Space!
Space. Yeah, so there's that.
Let go! We're in space!
Space.
Let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you are not coming back.
Oh no! Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter! Ah! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me!
Where did that come from? How does she get her head back? And that's pretty much the end of the game. Are we in an we're in an elevator.
Oh, thank God, you're all right. You know, being Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I thought you were my greatest enemy, when all along you were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me when I saved your life taught me an even more valuable lesson, where Carolyn lives in my brain.
Carolyn, delete.
Goodbye, Carolyn. You know, deleting Carolyn just now taught me a valuable lesson. The best solution to a problem is usually the easiest one. And I'll be honest, killing you is hard. You know what my days used to be like? I just tested. Nobody murdered me, or put me in a potato, or fed me to birds. I had a pretty good life. And then you showed up. You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back.
And end of the game. Alright, so that's the end. Shell escapes. GLaDOS is still in Aperture Science, and Wheatley is out there in space. What do I have to say to sum it all up? I mean, everything... I think I've said everything that I needed to say throughout the game. Like, there's nothing more, I think. It really, like, both Portal 1 and even more so Portal 2 are good examples of really good puzzle design in games. The way they introduce elements to you. I mean, first with... sometimes they give you, you know, verbal instructions through the characters, sometimes they give you visual cues. at least at first, and then progressively making the puzzles more difficult, and in doing so teaching you the possibilities of the mechanics that you are playing around with. And then especially in Portal 2, introducing more and more different game mechanics, and then combining them in different ways, and always working towards more and more difficult combinations of things. And then later in the game they keep introducing more game elements, in fact, but later on they just stop telling you what to do and they just let you experiment, because by that time I guess the players would have been doing it for so long that they're accustomed to just trying things out. And the fact that they've established from the very start that if you just randomly do stuff and try things out, you don't get penalized, you don't get punished. Like, often you don't even die, and if you do die, then the autosave is usually quite good, and you just pick right back up from where you died. So yeah. And I still remember the first time I played through, I thought this game was too easy, but now that I've played through it, it's actually more complicated than the first game, and yet it feels smoother. It feels like a smoother experience than the first game. Or I didn't even realize it was smoother as such. I just thought it was easy because I went through it, without any complaints at all. I mean, I guess if you want to, you can compare it to some of the other games I've played, especially the ones that I decided were not good. But yeah, like, in a way you kind of do have to play the games yourself. I mean, even now that I've done the playthrough, I'm not sure if I've spotted everything that's useful. I mean, there might be things that I've still missed so far. But definitely playing through games carefully, I think it's been very valuable for me. I think some of you guys tell me that you enjoy watching the videos and they're quite entertaining for you. But beyond that, and I'm glad if you enjoy it, but beyond that, like, the value for me of playing through games carefully and learning about game design as I do it, that's also very valuable to me. Alright, I'll really end it here. Not too much more to say, but Portal 2 is a pretty complete package, I think. Good game design, good puzzle design, good story writing, good voice acting, just everything. Very good job. Looking forward to the next installment of Half-Life. I don't know if Valve is ever gonna make that, but the thing is, like, they've set such a high bar set such a high standard with their games that if they were to make a 60-hour game in the next Half-Life, it might actually take a lot of work to get that out. So I don't blame them for not, either for either taking so long or even just not doing it, because although everyone wants the next Half-Life, it might actually just be too difficult. Anyway, let's just leave it at that, and alright, I do encourage you guys to play these games yourself if you haven't already, or if you have, play them again, play them more carefully, play them more thoughtfully, and I'll see you guys whatever I do next.